I saw an article that Mike Tannenbaum, the former Jets general manager, he's no longer the general manager, maybe for this reason, was talking to Dan Patrick about franchise quarterbacks and who he'd take if he were drafting all the players in the NFL right now. And obviously they all said Mahomes at number 1. Guess who Tannenbaum put at number 2, Jack?
I have a pretty good guess. My gut's telling me Jordan Love.
He goes, between Jordan Love and Trevor Lawrence was the question. And Tannenbaum goes, that's easy for me. Jordan Love. I'll put it this way. If we're drafting NFL players, we would take Patrick Mahomes 1. I'm taking Jordan Love 2.
I mean, look, this guy is freaking
I've really been thinking about this a lot. Who would you take before Jordan Love in terms of youth, ability, and I think his future is limitless. So that obviously, caught our attention since we're very NFC North focused here about which quarterbacks would we possibly take over Jordan Love right now? Because he's one of those guys he is considered in most people's eyes a franchise quarterback, but he's a weird case where, it's the sample size is still pretty small compared to everyone else. I mean, even CJ Stroud put together more of a complete season than Love did. Where, are you really ready to commit this much? And most of us we've all said yes. But in terms of actually ranking franchise quarterbacks, different from ranking 2024 quarterbacks, like Matthew Stafford, I wouldn't view as a franchise quarterback anymore because I think he's going to retire in a couple of years,
right.
Or Kirk.
Yeah.
But for the next 5 years...
No, you can view Kirk. I'd take Kirk over most other people.
No, Kirk's amazing. Kirk's amazing. So in terms of the next 5 years, Jack, I want to know which quarterbacks would you take over Jordan Love?
I mean, look, we're very NFC North focused. I love our Green Bay following. I do like Green Bay, and I love Love. But putting him at number 2 is pretty outrageous to me. I go obviously Mahomes is 1. Yeah, I would take Joe Burrow over Jordan Love. I'd take Josh Allen. Too. I'd probably take Lamar too.
Let's see if you match up with me.
So I take Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Lamar.
And I think
that's like definite.
I think that's I think those are the top 4 quarterbacks in the league. And then I'd probably Herbert.
Well, then it gets tough. Yeah, Herbert too. Then it gets tough because you have like Stroud and Dak and Lawrence. I could see myself taking Love at number 6.
So Mahomes. So I'm right around there with you.
I'd probably actually go Stroud over Love too. And then I'd probably take Love. I would take Love before I take Dak and Goff and Hurts.
Lawrence too?
And Lawrence. I would take Love number 7.
I think that's where I'm at. If I'm ranking my franchise quarterbacks, guys I want, let's just say for the next 5 years, I'm going Mahomes 1, Allen 2, Burrow 3, Herbert 4, Lamar 5, Stroud 6. It's tough here.
Then you got like Dak.
I'd probably put Love at that point. Again, still question marks, but I'm willing to take the gamble. Love 7, Lawrence 8, probably Jalen Hurts at 9, and then 10. This is where you're looking at
Russ.
Yeah, Russ. This is where you're looking at Caleb. I know you don't like Caleb, but Caleb could be. If I'm ranking guys, I think Caleb might by the end of the season could very well be higher on that list. Goff's only 28, 29.
Yeah, I thought he was like 35.
Well, Goff feels like he's 37 years old.
I thought he was like 35 years
29 years old, Goff. Tua, AR. People are forgetting about AR. Purdy was really good. I might actually put Kyler at 10. Would you rather have Kyler for the next 5 years or Dak?
Probably Dak.
Probably Dak?
Yeah, probably Dak.
What do you think, Zach? Who do you put next? Dak, Kyler, Goff?
I think I'm taking Kyler.
I think I'll go Kyler too at 10. But yeah, that's the thing.
Who was a cooler name, Dak or Kyler?
Well, Dak was the name of my dad's dog.
Oh, so you have to go Dak. I'd probably go with Kyler, actually. That's a pretty cool name. Like it's a mix of like Kyle and Skyler. Kyler.
Yeah, I don't want to be named Skyler, though.
Well, you're not named Skyler, you're named Kyler.
Yeah, I'll go Dak. So, yeah, I mean, when we're ranking quarterbacks, though, to have, to even just have Love as a top 10 franchise quarterback is pretty crazy here. And then it's fun when you start thinking about, which quarterbacks you draft if you're ranking everyone in the league, because you do have guys like Rodgers and Kirk and Matthew Stafford who are these aging stars who I still think, for 1 or 2 years are really, really good. It's just at what point do you cut off the younger quarterbacks and finally make that move for the older stars? So the episode we'll have coming out next week we'll be a little bit more oriented towards the 2024 season, and we'll have Ziggy come out. Because I'm not sure if some of these guys stick in the top 10 once you start adding in those veterans.
I want to see Ziggy's rankings too. Those will be interesting.
You know who didn't come up? Did we say Purdy?
I mentioned Purdy for a second, but that's Brock Purdy's going to be someone I'm watching him really closely this year because he's finally, he could finally start getting more respect. If the 49ers go back to the NFC Championship game again, that's why I was talking to my dad about all these teams or all these players we're mentioning and whether or not they get paid like franchise quarterbacks. If the 49ers go back to the Super Bowl or NFC Championship game, you got to give Purdy money, right?
Yes.
Like at that point, you have to pay him.
I think I'd probably put Purdy at number 8 behind Jordan Love.
Really? Ahead of Lawrence? Ahead of Hurts?
Yeah, Lawrence, Hurts, and Dak.
Like Brock Purdy's someone there. Anthony Richardson's another one that I'm looking at. Where
I just got to see him play.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't give him a ranking right now.
One thing that I'm starting to see with Anthony Richardson is that he was so good. I'm sorry. He's gotten so much hype because he showed flashes of being awesome last year. But when you look at the game as a whole, like it was just flashes. In general, the Colts were okay with him, but he did show these moments of greatness where all of a sudden now I can't tell if he's being underrated or overrated. You know, the Colts had a strong team, nearly a playoff berth, but we just haven't seen him.
Yeah,
like at all.
I gotta watch him.
Nothing at all. Imagine Jordan Love got hurt after 3 games last year. Everyone would Packers might have a different quarterback right now.
Yeah,
if Jordan Love got hurt in week 6.
I mean, you don't know.
Yeah. So, but he's someone I'm circling, and Zach Tua is way down the list for you.
Oh, he's far.
Tua or Justin Fields?
Tua.
Probably Tua. Yeah.
Jared Goff's got to be. Jared Goff's 30 this year.
I mean, Goff still has what you figure like 5 solid years left.
Probably.
Maybe even more.
Would you rather? They're both Goff and Dak are 30. Who would you rather have for the next 5 years?
Oh, probably Dak.
Goff.
I think I go Dak too.
I hate to say it, but probably Dak.
Really? That's crazy.
That's close.
Well, Goff was awesome. Goff,
was.
The fact that Goff is on this list still or any consideration is awesome for him in Detroit. And then Lions fans are not complaining at all for giving him the contract he got. It is well deserved in the bottom feeding team. Okay, one more thing I wanted to bring up, guys, before the mailbag. Did you see CJ Stroud ranked his top 5 quarterbacks?
Oh, on the Parsons and Stroud podcast?
On the no, on the $1 million worth podcast, he ranked his top 5, and he said, we're speaking of Dak right now. He said Mahomes, Lamar, himself, Dak, Jalen Hurts was his top 5 quarterbacks.
I'm surprised he put himself at 3.
No, that's what I wanted to ask you. Then he amended it. He went to Instagram and amended that list and said Mahomes, Lamar, himself, Josh Allen, then Dak, and we said Burrow would be on the list if he wasn't hurt. But I was looking at that going, man, you're putting yourself ahead of Josh Allen after year 1?
No, I'm saying, why are you putting yourself at number 1?
Oh, I guess you're humble to some point, but
I would look, if you would you put yourself at 1 if you're a Stroud?
Well, he hasn't won anything, that's why.
He hasn't won anything. I can't believe he put himself ahead of Josh. I mean, I understand why because he's high on himself. But.
If I was in Stroud's shoes, like a rookie taking my team to the playoffs, I'd come out here and say I'm the best quarterback in the league too.
I think that CJ Stroud,
maybe behind Mahomes.
This is going to sound harsh, but I don't think CJ Stroud is absolutely not top 5 quarterback. And it's going to sound weird because I have him ranked like 6 or 7 probably in the NFL, or definitely in the top 8, I would say. But to me, that ranking of, and again, we'll do this more next week, but that ranking of Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Lamar, Herbert in some order is pretty clearly to me the top 5 quarterbacks in football, however you want to do it. And then after that, 6 through 10 is a little more interesting. 11 through 15, you have a lot of guys who can be in that spot as well. That top 5, though, I don't really think anyone is cracking that for me heading into this season. I'll change my list a bunch, but not that 5.
That will create some interesting fuel for Josh Allen when they play the Texans.
All right. I bet Josh Allen could not care less.